Boy or girl? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, boy or girl.
Boy or girl? I thought you said Borger. Oh, it's a boy. His name is August
Oh,
or AJ. But shouts out to Jace, bro. And we're recording as of 10 seconds ago. We got Baker Strips, Uphill Radio. You know the vibes. He's a entertainer, podcaster, creator, media platform for the underground, and an artist himself, and a radio host. He's many things. I respect him and how he's like covered the music that I create, and now I want to get and dive into like the shit that he's fucking done, how he started doing all this shit, cause he's fucking he really knows where to look for fucking good music and shit. And I'm not just saying that because he fucks with my music. I'm saying like he's put me on to other people like Shades Bishop, and I found him from Goth Boy Weep, which is like one of the first underground people I interviewed. I mean, I didn't interview him. I mean, I fucking um, reviewed his music, and that shit was fucking good. So then when I found you through him and the playlist that they did, like I fuck with Goth Boy Weep is what I'm saying. So shouts out to Goth Boy Weep, but so yeah, like how the fuck did you get into any creating like anything? Like you know what I mean? Go back to that shit.
bro. First of all, thank you, dog. That was a beautiful introduction. Gotta give you props.
Yes.
Let's see, bro. From the beginning, dog, I was about 4 years old. My mom bought me this like little cassette recorder, and the tapes were just like sing-alongs, like I don't know if you know Dinosaur Lullaby, stuff like that, and I would just record my voice over it. And that was just something I enjoyed since a kid, dog. It was just in my blood, So I think just from that experience, it just made me want to go forward with the music. You know what I mean? 4 years old, bro.
4 years old since the jit.
Yeah, dude.
Since the
Yeah, little
jit.
kid. But yeah, and then I would say around 14 years old, I had a karaoke machine. And with that, I had a
Yeah.
microphone and I would pretend I do the recordings of radio stations. And I would make up skits and whatnot. So, I mean, to be honest, bro, my whole life is just like a journey. It's just, I would say every couple of years, there was something new in my life as far as music to get me where I'm at right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. And you got like many like relationship stories and stories from like when you were like kids and stuff that we've like gone over, but like, when'd you decide to make the move into like media shit?
Okay, so yeah. So like you brought up that I was a musician too, and I was doing the rap thing for a good amount of my life, like really trying to make it out there. And then me and this artist, Lil Willie, shout out to Lil Willie,
Shouts out to
um,
him.
yo, beautiful guy, bro. He hit me up, he wanted to do a collab, and we called it the Uphill Stage. And then from there, it didn't really get that much success. And I was kind of disappointed in how no one was really fucking with the underground. No one was really helping out the artists. And I said, we really had some conversations and we're like, yo, what can we do? You know what I mean? And going back in my past of me creating like, these fake radio stations and stuff like that, like, let me tap into that. And I have a lot of friends that do the same thing as far as rapping and singing. I'm like, let me promote them first before I pick up like strangers on SoundCloud and whatnot. So that's how I started, bro, in 2020. Well, no. I take that back. 2021 is when Uphill Radio officially launched.
When'd you like when you started it? What type of artist did you like look for? Was it besides just good fucking music? Like, what do you look for when you want to promote something?
I was looking for indie, like straight up experimental music, like Goth Boy Weep. And I don't know if you know who Exclude Me is. Like, there's these artists that just sounded completely different from just going on YouTube or looking at the YouTube music playlist that they have. I do that often to find new music. And it just wasn't, there was no energy behind it. And these artists, they were just so experimental, bro, not afraid to try new things. And I was like, I fuck with that. I like this. And it sounded good. If it sounded like trash, then it is what it is. You know what I mean?
You know what I love about like I feel like with my work it's way too it's not way too, but I'm aware that my shit's completely opinionated and shit like that, but with you try and like do the polls and shit, and you're very community, you like focus way more on like community organization shit more than I do, and that's why I like really respect the shit that you do. When did you decide to focus on the polls and questionnaires and shit more so?
Dog, it was like it was just a new idea that came to me one day, bro. I was looking at what Instagram has to offer, you know what I mean? And I was looking up everything that they have. I'm like, let me try some of these out. And that one with the polls of either if the song's a banger or if it's trash, like that really took off. You know what I mean? But it really goes back to just researching what Instagram had to offer, because that's where I'm mostly at.
Yeah, same, bro. Like I don't mess with the Twitter shit. Fuck Twitter, yo. Twitter's like, I mean, we've kind of talked about this. Like, Twitter is, I don't know who I talked to this about, but Twitter is just like, I only really like it for like the porn on there. You know what I mean? Like, it's got Twitter good porn.
Yeah, it's different than Pornhub. For me, it's way different than Pornhub.
Bro, I'd argue it's better than Pornhub if you look in the right places. But besides that, like, it's just a lot of angry people just talking about, like, it's really, I get in arguments real easy on there. Like, Instagram's like a wholesome. Forgive me for using that word, but it's very wholesome. Let's be honest. Like, a lot of interactions on Instagram are very positive, you know?
Very true. Yeah, Twitter is a bad place. And a lot of times you might be arguing with a bot, bro. It's not even a real person.
Yeah. Or they're just an NPC or some shit.
Or NPC, daughter.
Have you seen those videos? The NPC shit.
I die on those, bro. I got hooked on that.
Bro. Yeah, bro, that shit's so funny. Like, fucking... What do they call that shit? Like, Oblivion NPC videos?
Yeah, dog. Have you seen the Joe Biden one?
Nah, bro. But Joe Biden, bro, he beat, bro. I want to smoke with Joe Biden. I want to smoke flower with Joe Biden.
Invite me, bro.
Bro, he lives in Delaware.
Does he? Come on, man.
Bro, he's from Delaware. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude.
Remember they oh shut up, man. On the fucking.
He's a classic, dog. He's funny. He's a comedian. You don't know it though.
He's like but he does it without effort. Like Trump did it with effort. Like Trump actively tried to piss people off. Does that make sense?
He did. He did.
And that's buttons. He really wanted to push buttons. Like I think like someone was like commented some hateful comment on Twitter, and he was like, "That's why you're following me like a little puppy bitch or some shit."
What?
Like
for real?
in like 2013 or some shit.
Yo, but that's what I liked about Trump though, is that he was like the first president to not give a fuck, dog.
Yeah.
The first president to not give a fuck.
How do I say this?
Anything.
Most presidents are sort of like shitty people. Like a majority of them are like either secretly shitty people, but there's some presidents that are openly shitty people, and like.
Yeah, it's true.
Trump was an example of an open shitty person. It's like, bro, like imagine if like Barack Obama, when he like did a drone strike, he went and like imagine if he like does like the 30th drone strike of the week, and he goes on to like Ellen and starts playing Chief Keef, and he's like, yo, I just went ham against the Taliban. You know what I'm saying? But that would have been funny as shit. That would be funny as shit, but everyone would hate it. And then a bunch of people would start like, you know, but I'm saying like, if Barack Obama had the personality of like a Trump or like a Reagan or something, then he would do some shit like that, where he would be like, op pack, some dumb fucking bullshit, bro.
Op pack, hey dog.
Taliban op pack.
Well, he was fucking with Jay heavy during his presidency, bro. And if you ask me, behind the scenes, he probably is talking that talk, bro, with Ellen. Behind the scenes. Maybe not in public. He's not that kind of person. But
Jay was on a fucking interview with Beyonce, and they were like, let's have some pizza, cheese pizza.
Oh, gosh.
I think, bro, I'm telling you, bro. He's in on it. Have you seen that? You saw that one thing on my TikTok, because you're an avid TikTok fan of my shit. I respect that you comment all that shit. That's just funny as fuck. So you saw the one thing where the picture of Jay-Z at a Freemason meeting?
Yes, bro.
Isn't that insane, bro?
Dude, I believe it though, dog. I believe it.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man. What's this mean, bro? Come on. It's on a dollar bill, bro.
Bro. Yeah,
it's on a dollar bill, bro.
I feel like decentralized Satanism can be good because it's an individuality-based religion, if that makes sense.
I think so. I think so.
You know what I mean. Like a lot of members of the Circle of Serpents, they're like Satanists in the sense that they focus on like how Satanism is a representation of individuality and breaking away from centralized religion. That's a good part. But if you apply Satanism in a centralized, secretive form, that's where it gets fucked up. And you're starting to drink blood and shit. You know what I mean?
You have to do the rituals.
Yeah. The Masonic
if you're really in it. Have you read the Bible, the Satanic Bible?
The Anton LaVey one?
Is that his name?
I think that's who it is. I don't know.
Wow.
I've read occult literature. I haven't read like the main ones, and I've read like Shades of Hegel and fucking.
It's crazy, bro.
Some like Aleister Crowley shit.
There you go. Yeah, Aleister Crowley, bro. That's the one that wrote the Satanic Bible, and they do all kinds. And there's an interview.
It was Anton LaVey though. Like Aleister Crowley was not.
Was it?
It was not a Satan. He just was an occultist. He was like. Anton LaVey founded the Church of Satan.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, this is my first time hearing about that. Really?
Well, I'm saying they're easily confused. So, like, what Aleister Crowley was for his time, Anton LaVey was for his time. So they're really. Oh. Does that make sense? So, like, they're you know what I mean?
Different time period.
So you're probably thinking about the same person, is what I'm thinking. But people, I confuse them together, so it's fine. But
yeah, that's probably what happened. My bad, y'all. My bad to the viewers. I don't want to say anything false either, you know.
I do. I love misinformation.
Oh damn.
No. So what I'm telling, but back on talking about like dumb shit, because that's what we're talking about. Because I love talking about like fucking weird shit that people don't want to talk about. So I'm in the middle of fucking class or some shit, and I'm talking about like how how easy it would be to get away with killing someone. If you kill someone on 4th of July, that's the best time to kill someone because there's fucking fireworks and explosions going off all the time. So if you kill someone on 4th of July, you're getting away with it, even if they're screaming. And you have to do it in a heavily populated area. So I'm like loudly talking about this amongst my peers, and everyone starts looking at me like I'm fucking killer.
No, you're a genius. You're a film director. These are the ideas that kind of help you be successful, though. You feel me?
Of course. But now let's talk about the interviews and shit. When did you decide you want to interview people?
Dog, ever since Joe Rogan, bro, I tapped into Joe Rogan since the very beginning when he was like in that shitty room with Red Band. You know what I mean? And I always thought that was fascinating, bro. Just talking.
And they're good though. They're good episodes. Really like good. Even though the fucking production quality is like garbage, it doesn't matter because he still talks about the same fucking cool shit. But continue.
He was more curious too back then. He was talking about more stuff. Now it seems he's more about just truths and facts and whatnot. He doesn't really like talking about conspiracies. But anyways, Joe Rogan, I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan, and he's the one that wanted me to do the podcast. I just didn't know how. I didn't know how to do it. But then when Uphill Radio started getting some traction, I'm like, yo, let me do the podcast around this. Let me interview these artists. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's still gotta find its place. I don't think it's found its place yet. But that's how I started doing that.
Yeah. Like, I think you do it very well because you just kind of like... When I do my interviews, I'm very like on edge and I'm trying to stir the conversation a different way. Like, you just let the other person stir the conversation. And that's why I fuck with like the way you do your interviews because like you let the motherfucker like breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just let it... Bro. That's why, I mean, I like going on your show, and I think my members fuck with you and like going on your show.
Oh, yeah, dude, shout out to the whole crew, bro.
Shout out to Eamon.
Crew, dog. Eamon, Dead Internally, dog. Who else? Full Metal Nikki, bro. Boji, like, they're all badass, bro. Your camp is crazy right now.
Yeah, bro, I'm just trying to, like... I don't want to be too selfish and focus on my own rapping, and I don't want that to get away from other people rapping too. Does that make sense? So, like, I'm trying to manage myself learning how to do my own rapping and manage their shit too, because it's like hard. I mean, you would know this. Like, it's hard to switch into a different type of entertainment. Like switching from rapping to like media production. It was probably hard to like start over again. Do you get what I'm saying? Like. what was like? What software did you like have struggles using or anything like that? Like,
Well, to be honest, bro, I do everything on my iPhone because I have a Chromebook and you can't do nothing on that Chromebook. You
yeah,
know what I mean? As far as editing, it just sucks. So with the iPhone, I just use what it has. The iMovie for the edits. It's crappy because there's not a ton of options, but I do what I got to do. You know, so it wasn't really difficult like learning what I have in front of me. But once I get the funds, get the money, buy myself a computer, then it's gonna be a whole nother new process, which I'm probably gonna for sure get some advice from you.
yeah, bro. Like, it's just all about establishing like fucking safety nets and fucking saving. And I think like, how do I say this? When you get your good resources, you're gonna be fucking awesome because of the fact that you're able to do with your limited resources and how you made it work, even though your resources are so limited.
Right.
Like the reason
Facts.
my resources are fucking big is because I've been doing fucking shit since I was 7, and I started
Dang,
on my
bro.
phone since I was 7. You know what I mean? Like I remember waiting on a fucking iPad screen and waiting for that shit to export and like going to the browser version of YouTube to upload it on
Yeah.
there. Like
Dang, the work.
I remember I still fucking sucks, and sometimes like I have to do shit on my phone. Like I've made beats on my phone, so like and a lot of members of our group do not have the full resources too. So like
Mm,
it is really all about how you manage your resources. Like you don't need to go to a fucking good like none of the anybody in my fucking music group and probably a lot of people that you cover don't go to studios to record their music.
yeah, facts. They use their phones.
Or just their home setup. Like you don't need a fucking pay for hours of studio session time and all that fucking unnecessary bullshit. Because like, bro, you're not on someone's payroll. Nobody's paying you for it. So like, why
Yeah,
would you pay someone to like
yeah,
record music if no one's paying you to do it? If you just like pay yourself through time and
there it
effort to learn
is.
how to do it.
Damn, there you go, dog. Pay yourself. Yeah, bro, you're right.
With the reward of doing it on your own, you know what I mean?
It's just something beautiful, bro. And I think that's where the being authentic comes from. Like when I saw you, Mike, for the first time, I was like, wait, Mike Media Inc. is also Mad Snake Creative Collective. Like I was tripping. You had 2 pages and they were successful with good amount of followers, good amount of everything. Like, you get engagement. I'm like, and to find out you've been doing this since 7, I'm like, I can relate. You know what I mean? And I find it so genuine with you. And I think you have to start at the bottom. You got to do this yourself. You're not a little Nas X. You know what I mean? You're not someone didn't buy you and create what they wanted. You know, you're original. And I say I relate to you a lot, bro, in this industry that we're in right now. Because most of the people around us are artists. You know, they're
Yeah,
not
but you
really
have
doing
to
what we're doing.
avoid getting that treatment. You have to create your own treatment of yourself because there's a certain treatment when you get a certain platform. Does that make sense? So certain artists, when they make that one song, they get that one amount of numbers. They get a
Oh
treatment
yeah.
from a
Oh yeah.
company. They get that treatment, not some satanic treatment. I mean, probably, but more so a treatment in
Okay.
the fact that they give you that one interview with that one guy that you've always wanted.
Yeah.
They give you that one check that
Yeah.
you've always wanted. They give you that one
Yeah.
collaboration you've always wanted.
And
Avoid
then think,
that,
yeah.
you know.
You're gonna think you're hot shit, right?
Yeah, bro. Because and that's the thing. Like I've always tried to do this shit where like I check up on people and call them when I'm like not even on some fucking business shit like or not even or business whatever we call this but like
Yeah.
creative shit like you don't have
Yeah.
to always hit up someone just to ask them for something.
Facts, dog. And I can see that. I can see that in you, and I do the same thing. It's just I want to make sure you're good. Like fuck everything else. I want to make sure you're good because I feel like we're more than acquaintances. We're homies. Like on the internet, like real shit.
Yeah, bro. Like it's really like another thing that I've been learning recently is how fucking cool it is to meet people in person, bro. Like meeting Eamon in person was insane, dude.
Yo, how was that, dog? How was it?
It was like It was probably one of the best nights of the year for me.
Hey, that's
Because,
so
like,
dope.
in the beginning of the year, none of this shit, like, nobody cared about any of this shit, and we were just, like, some group chat that didn't do shit. And then in, like, March and April, I was like, alright, fuck this shit. I'm gonna start putting together, like, good rap tapes. And then, we've dropped 3. We're about to do a 3-track EP. You know how this shit works. Like, this shit's about to be insane. But, like, where did you grow up and shit? Talk about that.
I grew up. I was born in San Bernardino. Don't know if you know that place. But I did most of my life was in a high desert in Southern California. So I'm a desert boy. Been here my whole life. I lived in LA for a little bit, for a very brief moment, but most of my life here in the desert. So it's a different upbringing for sure, dude. It's not as many fake people. You know who they are. They wear it on their sleeve. You're either an asshole or you're cool. It's just that's the way it is out here in the desert. So I appreciate that.
What, like, type of, like, shit did you do when you were in high school? Like, did you play a lot of sports and shit? Were you in clubs?
Uh, Bro, back in high school, dog, I was in football, I was in soccer, boxing. I was always active. I was always doing something. Because my parents were like mad strict. I wasn't really able to like hang out with the homies, spend the night, those things. I would do that at night, feel me, like when everyone's sleeping, sneak out. So I had a pretty cool childhood, even though my parents were strict. I still had fun. I was rebellious. I actually was sober my whole childhood, my whole teenage years. I didn't do any smoking or drugs till I was 18. So even though the homies were smoking and whatnot, I was always sober. But uh, yeah, man, I was into sports. Dude, we would do rap battles in high school. You know what I mean? We would do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was badass, dog. Did you ever do something like that at your school?
In the 3rd grade, I rap battled someone.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, I've done a couple in, like, elementary and middle school. I've done a couple rap
Um,
battles.
it's so fun, bro. It's a thing. It's not really popping anymore, huh? Like those kind of things in high school.
They should be.
They should, right? This
Yeah.
is it.
Remember that?
Um,
Remember that shit? The fucking freestyles where they'd be like, gotta chop
yeah,
on.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that
dog.
shit was so fucking fun. But I want to talk about
Damn,
something
what a good
insane.
time.
I need to talk about something that is a blessed thing for you. We've talked about how much of a blessing this is for you. How'd you get 2 baby mamas?
Oh man, dog.
We
All
need
right,
to
so let
hear
me go.
this.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you a good story that's not too long. First baby mama I met during high school. Um, Bro, my parents didn't teach me about sex, didn't teach me about safe sex, didn't teach me about nothing. Dog, I had to figure it out on my own. And I was just doing it raw, bro, just not doing nothing smart, you know? And believe it or not, I was shooting blanks. You feel me? For like months, bro, shooting blanks. So I just kept doing it raw. And one day she just got pregnant. And we were actually together for about 2 years. She moved into the pad. It was beautiful, dog. I was working. I dropped out of school to go to work to support my little family, but it just didn't work out. We ended up breaking up after about 2.5 years. And not even like, I would say about a year later, I met my second baby mama. And it was at a house party. We met. She was dope, vibing and whatnot. And not even 3 months later, she gets pregnant, bro. And I'm just like, man, dog, what am I doing with my life, bro? Like, not using condoms. I'm too young to be having kids. Like, I'm gonna be 20 with 2 kids. I'm like, what the hell's going on? But with the second baby mom, I got a house. It was her, my kids, and her brother. It was dope. We were actually in Barstow. I don't know if you know about Barstow. If you're a fan of Fast and the Furious, you know about Barstow. That's
I
where
know
I
about
come
Barstow
from.
from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
There you go. Yeah, Fear Loading too, bro. Barstow's just like straight up desert, like crackheads
What's one of
everywhere.
the quote from the movie? We're a few minutes from Barstow, and then the drug started to kick in, or some
Yeah,
shit
dog.
like that.
Yeah, and in Fast and Furious, it was we're not going back to Barstow. That was the main line. Like, hell no, we're not going back to Barstow. But I was out there for a few years. Me and my second baby mama, we were planning on getting married. Didn't work out. We were almost together for 6 years. Now where I'm at now, I'm single. My two beautiful children are growing up. My son's gonna be a teenager. He's gonna be 13. My daughter's 10. And they're even though I don't really talk to their mothers much, dude, the children are happy as long as they're happy. No drama between us. I feel like that's most important, you know, because you know how it is when we grew up seeing our parents argue or seeing our friends' parents argue. Like it really does affect us.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, bro. So I make sure my kids are good. It's them before me. You feel me?
And nobody hit you up on weekends. You better know not to hit this fool up on the weekend.
Yeah, dog. You notice
Because that's the
I'm not
blessed time. That's the sacred time.
Hey, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you know, homie. You know, bro. But no more kids, dog. Maybe in the future I'll have one more. But right now it's about being
How old are
successful.
you?
31 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 31. So I've been a dad for a while, bro. It's crazy. Like I said, my son is gonna be 13, and it changes you, bro. It definitely changes you. But yeah, I gotta focus on making sure Uphill Radio is successful, bro. Putting some food on the table, provide for my family, and do what I gotta do.
Yeah, bro. And, like, the money, bro. That shit comes in, but, like, how do I say this? Track it down. Track how much fucking money you're making every month when you start making money from this shit. And, like, bro, like, how do I say this? Fucking value what you do, dude. Like, it was hard. It's very hard for you to, like, value what you do. You know what I mean? Because you're constantly thinking of the perception of what you do rather than if you value it or not.
Yo, but what makes me value it, dog, is people like you, bro. Like, telling me your perspective. Like, that helps me with the value of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you know?
I like to try and make wholesome shit, and I like to tell people to stop trying to be right. It's not about being right. You know what I mean?
Dang. Hey, poetry right there, wisdom right there.
Like, there's such a fucking emphasis, and I think of angry motherfuckers on the, like, internet with their fucking... There's a difference between, like, Twitter rap blogs that regurgitate the same opinion as us. Like, we're real journalists. They're not real journalists. They're just fucking regurgitating the same fucking rap opinion about the same fucking album, bro. Like, none of those big pages are gonna cover, like, you know, fucking Nicki or, like, fucking Sage Bishop or Weep or Willie. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference. We're a different breed, bro.
We are, bro. Isn't that crazy?
We are.
That's what blows my mind, dog. It's like no one's really tapping into this, but it came so natural to us. You feel me? It's not like we're copying someone. You know what I mean? It's just naturally built in us, and it's such a new platform that we're gonna take over, bro. It's a trip.
Yeah, bro, because, like, there's a certain expectation that, like, the big pages have about you of, like, how a strong song is structured, like, what type of drums are used. Like, that's why the drums I like to use are, like, obnoxious and different. Like, you know how, like, there's certain fucking snares and kicks and 808s that are used that just are annoying?
Yes, bro. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Bro, your Serpentine Curse tape? Dude, 10 out of 10, bro. Masterpiece, dog. Like, that's what I'm looking for. That's what we need. You know what I mean? That needs to be amplified because it needs to be appreciated, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just a breath of fresh air. That tape was amazing.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's a lot of fucking groups that, like, inspire the shit that I do, like Doom Shop. Are you familiar with Doom Shop?
I'm not.
Freddie Dredd, Soulze, MC Holocaust, DJ Akoza. They're really big in shit, and, like, I'm trying to make some obnoxious shit. Because there's, like, people try and, like, it's good to talk about your feelings, but the way that people talk about their feelings is not aesthetically pleasing in a sense that the aesthetic that they're choosing to do it in has been done before. a million times. Like the I'm sad and I'm gonna talk about my feelings. Like, no, why don't you be sad and talk about your feelings? You know what I'm saying?
Dog. Tap in.
Like, just
You're not
fucking.
tapping in.
You can be angry and talk about sad shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like,
Eminem.
it just.
The way I am,
bro.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I don't really listen to him like that, but I do agree that like he makes very deep music, but he doesn't sacrifice his delivery. Because Eminem has a certain type of delivery, you know.
Bro, I would say like the last 5 years, I don't know what the hell he's been doing. I don't know what he's been doing, bro. Like he's fucking up. He should be taking the Jay-Z route and just be doing shit fly. He's just not. He's not doing it, bro. No one's talking to him, dog. He has a bunch of yes men around on a song.
Yeah, like the new Jay-Z, like he has been fly, bro, and even fucking post 2010, bro. The fucking man's made a banger with Justin Timberlake, bro. I've been on my suit and tie shit, tie.
Suit and tie. Yeah, dog. Come on, dog.
I can't wait to the fucker looking. Bro.
I was gonna say at this point in our lives, bro, it don't matter about age as long as you do it right. You know what I mean? And Jay-Z does it right.
Yeah, bro. And that's why I love to see that rappers that like a lot of underground rappers that I'm a fan of, they don't tell their age. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
Right. Yeah. And then you do learn the age, and you're like, what the fuck? Crazy, dog. That's crazy. Cool, man.
Like Jay Green has never shown his age. Like Jay Green, the creator Schema Posse, fucking Freddie Dredd.
To this day?
Yeah. Who else? Soulze, I don't think has shown his age. Fuck. Fuck! Who else hasn't shown their age? I don't tell people my age. Like if they ask, I'll tell them, but I don't like fucking put that shit in my bio. Same reason I don't put my sexuality in my bio. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
facts.
I was a person before I was like, fucking, you know, bisexual. Does that make sense? Same way that like, I'm a person before I'm my age. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Wow, I never heard that before.
Because I mean, there's something like people that are just like on the spectrum of like the LGBTQ spectrum, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't care about the terminology. Here's the thing, I don't care. Like I don't care about like the like you have to be like a socially active about like whatever like group of people that you represent. And it's like,
right.
No, bro. Like I'm happy. I know, like, you know, I get to be in a relationship with whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just don't.
Stop bugging.
Yeah, I'm not bugging, bro. People just be fucking bugging. People are just, like, made out of literal cum. And they just, like, have to tell everyone that they're, like... You could tell people, but, like... Some people just be sipping on semen, you know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with that. But these... Anyways,
they have too much free time, bro. That's what the problem is. They have too much free time. And you just shut up, bro. Like, really? Is it really a problem?
Yeah, you know bro. Yeah, bro. But shit. When are you gonna get back into rapping or not?
Bro. To be honest, I'm actually working on an album, but it will come out to like January.
What type of production do you usually look for?
Experimental, bro. I like it all genres. Really, I like rage. I like indie. And now that I know so many people, like I can get beats from this person and that person. Maybe, God willing, from you, bro. Feel me? Like it'd be beautiful, dog. And it's a really good moment, bro. But I'm not taking it serious. It's fun.
Yeah, that's what everyone should do with the shit that they make. Like, I feel like there should be like certain standards, but like overall, like if you're not having fun while doing it, you should not be doing this.
Oh wow, yeah, damn, it's true, dog. If you're not enjoying it, why do it? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like there's certain people that they do shit the same shitty way because they think that they're gonna get a very exponential result, and that it and when it doesn't happen, they like start to eat themselves alive.
Yeah.
And
So they're
those type
chasing
of
the wrong
people.
thing, dog. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Those type
Yeah,
of
dog.
people
And you can
scare
see
me.
them.
Yeah.
They're out there, dog. You know what I mean? I'm sure a few of them hit you up.
Yeah, I'd rather have someone be like aware of like negative things that they're doing and continue doing the negative thing, being aware of it, than someone doing negative things and not even know what they're doing is negative.
Ooh, right.
Non-aware
Like
people
they don't know.
scare me. Like
Yeah.
that's
They
why like
scary,
if I
dog.
say something retarded, I tell people afterwards like or beforehand that I'm like saying it to piss them off or some shit.
Tupac stuff right there. Got that Machiavelli in you, bro. You just gotta be yourself. Like, stop being. People need to stop being so mean. You know what I mean? Like, just let me be myself. I'm not bothering you. You know what I mean? Like, dog, people are too much these days. I think it's the internet. The internet is a curse and a gift at the same time. You know?
Yeah, it's very good for like making shit, understanding the context of shit. But I do miss the sort of innocence that the world used to have. Everything was very innocent.
Take me back.
Yeah, bro. And
Those days are
like
gone, bro.
they're gone. Yeah, they're gone until like we fucking wreck this shit up and cause complete anarchy. Which that's another chapter. For now, we're just chilling.
For real, that is another chapter, dog. That is the next chapter.
It is, yeah. With
Crazy, bro.
but yeah, you saw that thing about the world leaders thing.
Yes. What is, dude? Is that the 203 agenda or something like that? A 201? I think I'm saying the wrong number.
It's just some guy saying that like people think that world leaders are done, but there could be a new world leader.
What do you think?
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Facts. Dog, I think so. I think so because it's not impossible, bro. It's not impossible, bro. It's really not. Have you seen the last episode of Loki?
Nah, bro. What's that like?
Like the in Loki, God of the Marvel universe was a regular person. He just tapped into like technology and he figured out how to like go to different universes and he found himself in these different universes and they all got together and put the technology together and that's how he became God. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's Mike. There you go. That's Mike. He's gonna tap in and he's gonna be infinite. He's not gonna die and he's gonna control everything. It's not far-fetched, bro.
You giving me
It's
bad
real, but
ideas.
it's
You giving me bad ideas.
not
Nah,
far-fetched.
I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, bro.
Yo, imagine, bro. Mike's broke.
Yeah, bro. You're the lieutenant. You're the lieutenant in command. You're the
How would
grand.
that?
You're one of the wizards of the
Yo,
council.
count me in. Count me in, bro. Yeah, count me in, dog. I'm at your service.
Bro, that's some Jedi shit. We some Jedis. In the underground, bro, we're fucking Jedis.
Dog, facts, bro. We are doing something different. We are doing something. We're tapping into something different. And you were talking about like people with negative energy and this and that. And the truth is, dog, a lot of people just don't have the conscience. Like they really think. They don't think. They just do. You know what I mean? They don't know how. They don't know what good and bad is. That makes sense.
Cause how do I say it? Good and bad is like people have made it up to today. Good and bad is like subjective now. Does that make sense? Because the morals of
It is
modern
subjective
society has
now.
been fucking
Yeah.
warped. You know, like the morals and the lack of
Fact
them.
now, dog.
And
And that's fucked up. That's so sad. Ain't right, bro. It ain't right.
I feel
We need
like
morals, bro.
we do, but I agree with the whole thing that like sometimes morals hold people back from like what people should be able to do, like the whole like
Right.
sexuality thing and like all that shit. But like traditionalism is not to be feared. It should just be equally balanced with progressive action.
Yes. Yes, dog. And we need people like you talking about it. No one wants to bring that up. They want to just get rid of it, stuff like that. It's like, bro, the world has their own traditions. You want to get rid of that? I think people are just tapped into what's going on in American politics and shit like that. They don't realize that people live different lives around the world. It's completely different. Your life
Yeah, like
is.
HR6 does not give a fuck about politics, and he's from Croatia. Like he doesn't
See?
give one single fuck. Like he just cares about like the beats that he makes, the fam that he's with, and the pussy that he gets, and the beer that he drinks.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what life should be, and that's why like a lot of other European countries have it right because they just don't give a fuck. Like Americans just like
yes.
too angsty and just care too much. You know what I'm saying?
It's a shit show.
Like it's because like when you're so far removed from like your primal urges, and that's like fuck, eat, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Chill the fuck out. Then you start to like find other reasons and shit to get pissed off about.
For real, bro.
And that's basically what Ted Kaczynski was trying to say. Shouts out to Ted. But what type of videos do you have like planned and shit that you could speak on?
Videos. Well, bro, I actually want to do. Do you know what Spooky is? The artist Spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna collab with him. I want to do a different type of interview where I'm in person with the person. Where instead of like doing the lives, which I love, but I think people will enjoy having that physical person right next to you. You know what I mean? That element, I think, will be
it's fun.
Cool.
It's fun to do.
I got to see a little bit like your vlog style. I like that. Like back in the day with No Jumper. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Back when Juice World and X, like, well, not X, but Juice World was always in the mix. He had a little Zan in the mix. Like, that was badass to see. And now it's gone. And I'm like, damn, yo, let me get this with Spooks. And I actually did that yesterday with Sage Bishop, Congruence.
When's that coming out?
Probably I'll have different videos coming out within every few weeks. I could pull a lot of content out of just an hour video. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. But I'm gonna have to see all this shit, and
thanks, dog.
I gotta wrap this shit up. I'm sick as fuck.
Bro, take some NyQuil, bro.
Yeah, bro. NyQuil. I will, bro. But thanks for coming on. You got any shout outs you want to do before we wrap this up?
Man, I just want to say thank you, Mike. I've been waiting for this moment. It finally happened. Thank you so much. And we have to get you on a part 3, bro. We know we need you on a part 3 on Upper Radio, dog.
Yeah, when I drop like a new Serpents thing, the next 2 weeks we'll do it. And, thank you, awesome. Man. I fuck with you so much, bro. We're gonna do probably one. I want to have you on like every couple months. You're gonna be a regular for sure.
Dude, thank you. Same with you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Appreciate your
time. Have a good night, brother.
Peace.